Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. I'm in the woods today. I was over here yesterday, but today it's going to be a little different. Similar forecast to yesterday, but the difference is I get a little more time to fish before the rain whoosh, comes down, as it did yesterday, right after I got home, whoosh, for a good part of the day. So yeah, lots of mushrooms everywhere just popping up because it's been raining a lot. But even though we've been getting a lot of rain down here lately, the river's still dropping. It's dropping a little slower now. Yesterday it was 4.8. This morning it's 4.3. And it's going to continue dropping, but at a much slower rate than it previously did. So yeah, I'm back over here. Today I'm going to start with a greater emphasis on white bass. I did bring catfish. We are going to do some catfishing over here, but we're going to look for white bass first. I was hoping to get right on this sandbar here, but it's still a little too sinky. Yesterday morning when I started, I had a lot more overcast. I don't really have it yet today, but it should get here eventually because the bad weather is supposed to start at 11 today. We'll see if that changes, if that holds true. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll dissipate and we won't see anything, but it hasn't been doing that kind of trend this week. Let's try this area right here. Looks like there's some good structure. I'm gonna start out throwing a sumo spoon. It's a little spoon on a Carolina rig. I'm only using 3/8 ounce of weight. It's a bullet weight with a bead down to the swivel. And the reason for that is because some of these spots along here, I just need to fish close in. I don't want to have the weight bring me down at a deeper depth. So sometimes I'll use a 1/2 ounce to get out further and fish deeper water, but the white bass around here have been feeding close in. So I want to be able to keep the spoon higher in the column where they're going to be feeding. And if I use a heavier weight, chances are I could snag, or I'm just going to be below them. As you see, I do have wood in the water right in front of me, so yeah, there we go. That was a hit right there. Something small hit us. Even though we're not seeing signs of white bass here, they're here. Oh no. Whew. Almost hung the line in that tree, but I did not. Just doing a medium retrieve with the spoon. No tricks, no pops, no jerks, no shakes. Ooh, just bring it in. It's wobbling, and that's what we want. Wobbling and spinning. I gotta find a different spot. They are a schooling fish and they're moving around. There are a lot of features along here that white bass like. Sandy drop-offs mostly. We'll come down to another good spot. I think I see one right here. Just get the bike closer. Oh yes, there we go. We got a nice one here. Ho ho ho, look at that. Yeah, you're right. Right there. There's a bit of a drop off there. Just like I said, drop offs that are sandy, nice drop offs too, because they can push the bait up against that, work together as a school. That is nice. Yeah, you're right, guys. So we are not keeping fish today. I forgot my hikajime anyway. Gonna let this one go. We're just out having some fun. There is no size limit in this state, and I'm allowed 50 of these a day, but honestly, not much food on that one. He can go get bigger. I've made it to the end of the trail, and now I'm ready to make a switch to catfish. The white bass bite was barely going when I got here. White bass are a low light kind of fish. They don't really bite heavily always when the sun is out. If we get an overcast, it might pick up. Plus, low tide was just before I got on the ferry. About the time I got on the ferry, we hit low tide. So right now the tide is turning around. We're at the mouth of this channel that goes back to a big pond. And the water's not really moving through it yet. I was hoping to get some fresh bait out of that channel with the cast net, but there's nothing really there, just baby white bass. So we have some mullet from the other day. Here we go, 4 ounces, just like the other day. It's a no roll. Down here is a 6/0 octopus style circle hook mullet. I didn't do this power cast. I didn't do like a long distance cast. It's a 10-foot rod, 45-pound test mono. It's not shallow right off here. About maybe 4 or 5 feet right off the bank, maybe a little less. But as you go out to where I cast, that is who knows how deep. Deeper than 20 feet, probably even deeper than that. I know that in this area, there are some really deep spots. Hasn't been out 5 minutes. Come on, just take it. Barely has that rod tip bent down. It's a small fish, maybe a gaff top. There are a lot of gaff top in the river right now. Could be a small blue or channel. Could even be hooked up and I can't really see that it is. It's definitely pulling on the bait. Also, it could be a crab. The blue crabs have come up the river. They are here. But that's acting like a cat. Or a fish at least. Oh, yeah. Yes, there is a fish here. I wasn't sure for a second. What do we got? Yep, little gaff top. All right. Yes, we are hooked up. A bunch of those little boats went by before this happened. This feels a little better than that gaff top. Very subtle bite. Just a little tap tap. You could call this a barge bite if you like. Are you still there? Yeah. Whoa, nice, feels nice. It's not giant, but it's not as small as the first fish. Ooh, there's a little bit of a fight right there. What do we got? Oh, he's just holding down right there. Here he comes. Nope. He's got a little more fight in him. Nice. Still not sure what size this is, but here he is. Oh, shark bait. That's what that is. Well, that's what it takes to get me excited, huh? Just a little stingray. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about keeping this for shark bait, but I'm not sure if I really need it. It is after 10 o'clock, so I got a big bait out now. and I saw some activity right out in the mouth here. White bass feeding. The tide is starting to come in, flowing through this channel a little bit. Here we go. Oh. Just a little guy. I'm gonna start to fish my way out of here because it's getting so late in the day. We're getting close to those storms. I wonder what's up with that. Well, I'm back up at the head of the trail now, and it's just about noon. Not a great morning, but at least I did get my target species for the day. Yeah, I was out here a lot longer today than yesterday, but yesterday I got a 41-pound catfish out of here, and I wasn't out here very long. But one day can be different from the next, so hopefully tomorrow, well, tomorrow will be different. Hopefully it'll be something totally different. Yeah, you're right, guys. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will see you next time.